Hello? Hello? Am I out there? Hello? I didn't make an announcement. I just got excited. I just got really excited. It is, of course, me, Bucky the Wizard, the MagiQuest Wizard. Is anybody out there? Usually I do an announcement. Hello, Amy! Do you see me, Amy? Okay, wait 1 second. Hello, Zane. Hello! Oh my gosh, you're all here! The gang's all here! Haley, Ryan, Cosmos. Oh my goodness! What the scallop? Hi, guys. So, as you may know, I went to every Great Wolf Lodge, and this is a big deal to me. I mean, spoiler alert, absolutely demolished my foes and enemies. It's no big deal, except it actually is. Except it actually is actually. Jesus was seen in Naples, Florida. Oh my gosh, the reception to that video. I'm over the moon about it. Just the sweetest. You guys are all the sweetest. But I also got a comment like this. Just unsubbed. I was like, okay, fair enough, but it had to be done because they timestamped the moment where I Fortnite danced. And then we had this thing that I was convinced was a copy pasta. Turns out it isn't. It rocks. Trust me, it didn't. You could have just ignored him and kept me. A complete stranger, mind you. Instead, you indulged in his Fortnite fantasies. Not only did you enable his disgusting Fortnite actions, you chose a stranger over a subscriber. Hope you're happy with your decision. So, that was fucking awesome. I'm like, that should be a copy pasta. That is the funniest shit I've heard maybe in my entire life. Like, genuinely hats off to that guy. There's another hat reveal. Sorry, but this one's attached. Like, okay, back to being a wizard. I just had to show that because there are genuinely the nicest comments in the world. Oh, thank you so much, Madness Arcade. Would be, oh, I want to go to Pokemon Worlds so badly. I might have to do that next year. But something that I have to prioritize even over Pokemon Worlds is the in-person Toontown event. If you know, you know. But Fortnite Fantasies. Dude needs to copyright that. He needs to, what's the word? When it's like branding. Oh my god. An icon, to be sure. We lost a legend. I mean, it is, you know, it is unfortunate to lose probably the funniest, unintentionally the funniest person ever, but it is what it is. And wait 1 second, I missed a super chat. Oh, thank you. Okay. So, I shall keep my eye out for that because the Pokemon Worlds, I totally want to do that. Okay, back to the comments under the video. Nicest stuff ever. I had like people being like, oh my god, you had like your Defunct Land moment. You had your Jenny Nicholson moment. I'm like, misty-eyed, 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 misty-eyed. I loved this journey. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined me. If you do not have the context you seek is linked below. I went on a little journey, a big journey. So, today we are ranking. I honestly should have done this in the video. I got a couple of comments that were like, wait, but we need like a tier list. Duh! How did I not think of that? Fortnite funnies? Nah. Fortnite fantasies. Bardo Hawk? Absolutely. What's your next road trip video? I do not know. I do not know. But I do know that I want to do more big projects, whether it's like a giant journey or whether it's just something that takes longer. So much fun. So much fun. So as you see, the only one atop this tier list, standing alone bravely, is the standalone MagiQuest. I have just been hitting my dang head that I didn't know that these standalone locations existed because, I mean, Myrtle Beach would be at the tippy top, but I have never experienced her. nor will I ever, apparently, and it really makes me sad. I'm not playing it up in the video. It really makes me sad. Glue Eater, hello from Wisconsin Dells. I didn't know we had the first Great Wolf Lodge. Yes, indeed you do. I'm glad I could share that knowledge. This very useful knowledge with you. Thank you so much, Glue Eater. Yes, indeed. And in the Clock Tower show, the kind of problematic animatronic show, they still have the branding from when it was Black Wolf Lodge, so that's really cool too. They really kept it the exact same as it was in 1997, I think. 1997? A year before I was born. You're old, you're old. So Amazing Digital Circus, I am probably going to do more second channel videos because I did one breakdown on the latest episode, but it's the kind of thing where people like put out their theories too quickly. I do not have an original thought, but I can make jokey jokes and just rant a little. Okay, so the first location that I went to, because it was the one I went to as a little kiddo, was the Poconos. Right here. Do you see me dragging it along the screen? That was a big culture shock to me. It was a big culture shock to me because a lot of things changed. They had the stage. It was one of the better stages, but again, no animatronics, which was whack. Especially because they had the Forest Friends show at one point. They had the Forest Friends show at one point, and they were like, nah, we're not doing that anymore in favor of nothing, which I just... Ew, they don't even have Legend of Luna there. Butt cheeks. The props look nice, even though they're stuck in hallways, but it isn't even the best Evergreen location. I don't hate Evergreen as much as other Legacy lovers. I'm gonna put it in this is okay, this is tolerable. It's not my favorite, but I don't think it's trash per se. I do think... Oh, we can also make this like a Q&A. If you have any questions about this journey. I do want to stay on the topic of this journey. Thank you so much, Anime Clown. Yeah, it's... I feel like if I went to the Poconos location later on in the trip, I would have different opinions. Like, maybe it would be skewed a little bit more towards negative. But I can only speak for the memories, and they were okay. Even though, little behind the scenes scoop. I went to the Poconos. This is like kind of sad. I went to the Poconos the day after Election Day. Because I thought it was going to be like a victory lap when it was not, obviously. When it obviously was not. And then I went to Pennsylvania, which was the last swing state we were looking for. So that, like, I actually was, like, crying in that bunk bed, but you'd never know in the full video, because I was like, I need this to be positive and silly and fun, actually. Cookie Mouse, have I seen Infinity Train? Yes, I have. I need to rewatch it. I was just rewatching the clips of, like, Grace and Simon, and it just devastated me all over again. That was my favorite season is probably, is Grace and Simon season 3, that's my favorite. That was like, oh shit, that had like a gut punch. And then probably, I could rank them. I could rank those, but we are on a different tier list right now. Cookie Mouse, I actually have been contemplating making a Infinity Train video, kind of like the one that I made for Centaur World, because I feel like there are like niche pockets on the internet that talk about these shows, but I just feel like if I could get it in more people's minds, and that is a net positive, because I really do love Infinity Train, and I thank you for bringing it up, and I thank you also for the nice message. Separate show called The Good Place. Oh! The show is called, wait, I can't read this, I'm sorry, it's scrolling. Oh, it's scrolling. Yeah, I really should do Infinity Train. I'm gonna plop the Poconos in this is okay, this is tolerable. It was clean, it felt nice, the bunk beds were fun, even with the weird little memory attached to it. Okay. North Carolina. I feel like this is... Aw, Centaur World Video second favorite. Thank you, Mia. That's so nice. I showed my girlfriend season 3, episode 10, and she was just dead silent after spoiler. Yeah, no, I mean it goes hard. It really pulls no punches. Infinity Train season 3. North Carolina Grade 12 Lodge, I feel like is going to be a bit controversial because when I went, as you know, it was hot as balls, but more so than usual because people were like, oh, but it's a water park. It's just like that. Besties, I've been to 23. I can tell you what was going on that 4th floor was not normal. It was like walking into like the density of the air. I could feel the moisture. I could feel the air. Not ideal for breathing, not ideal for living. And good place. Oh, I thought you were saying good place. Okay. Madness Arcade, I'm finally reading your message. The show called Upload is like, okay, so that is going to be psychological, like comedy, but I still haven't built up the nerve to watch The Good Place, which I know I would love. So Upload is probably just as devastating. I'll take a look at it. Where is it streaming? Thank you for letting me know. You guys are always putting me on to amazing media. North Carolina 4-4 was not normal. It wasn't. I gotta find a way to read these chats, like not as they pop up, but in their own section, so I can finish a thought. Because I get really scatterbrained during live. My brain is not wired for live streams. North Carolina had the last Compass Quest. It was incredibly dusty. It had the Clock Tower show. And I went in January, so all of their Christmas decorations were up, and it was genuinely gorgeous ambiance. Gorgeous, unreal ambiance. And I feel like I have to respect that. They had the Ursa Major adventure, which I did not complete. I gotta be unbiased about it and put it in great fun. I stand by it because it is a legacy location after all. I mean, that's gonna take precedent. It's gonna take, what is that word? Honestly, if I was being honest with myself, redundant much, I would put it in, this is okay, this is tolerable, but I gotta put it in great fun, stand by it. I was trying to do too much because it was earlier on in the video, so I was trying to do Shadow Quest, but then I was trying to do Ursa Major, but then I was trying to, like, I kind of did it to myself. The floor shit was insane, but I have to put it in great fun. I stand by it. And also, if you're watching this in the future, all of these placements could change in a moment's notice. Because I heard, and I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but I heard that North Carolina is being converted to an evergreen. Everyone in chat say boo. Everyone in chat say massive L for Great Wolf Lodge. We hate to see it rancid and also stinky. And I don't even hate Evergreen as much as I hate 2.0. But you're getting rid of Legacy? I'm fuming. I'm steaming. Scrotum. This person's name is Scrotum Totem. Love your content. Been watching for 2-ish years. I'm going to try and draw you during this. Thank you so much. May I call you Scrotum? Thank you so much, Scrotum. I cannot wait to see your lovely, lovely art. And 2 years, that's a long time. That is 2 years ago was 2023, which feels like forever. That feels like another lifetime ago, truly. Amazon Prime is where the upload is. And it has suggestions for your Redemptions arc video. I don't know when that ranking Redemption arcs video is coming out, but now I have it in my mind. I'll be sure to look through that suggestion so I have an excuse to watch another amazing show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tomato, yep. Sorry, the tomatoes is at North Carolina potentially becoming evergreen because that's... yeah, it's upsetting. Caught in a bad romance. I'm not sure how much I can sing of that. Rah, rah, ah, ah, ah. This came out just in time. I was just rewatching the video. Morgan, thank you so much. That is a big, beefy boy of a video. I appreciate a second watch. Dang. Happy birthday, mayhem underscore can't. I can't wait to freaking celebrate right now. Ooh, ooh. I celebrate my birthday a month in advance. 2 days, we're well within the birthday zone. Happy birthday. Sorry to ask this on your live stream, but am I allowed to request a cartoon show that you possibly review? Yes, I do. I take requests, but I can't guarantee anything. So the most you will get from me right now is like oh, that's a good idea, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm making the dang video, because my list is long, but I appreciate it. Did I ever get the Pokemon Ecology book? I'm going to. Oh my gosh. I have all the super chats are saved in my studio. So I do remember you mentioning that. Next up, my belly rumbled. That's fine. Boop, 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 boop. We have a lot of birthdays in chat. Is a good birthday location Naples, Florida, Great Wolf Lodge? One of the newer ones. One where the entire floor, the entire first floor is Adventure Park, MagiQuest, Water Park. It is the moment you go through that green light arc, you are transported to another world in which it's crowded and scary a little. I think it's fun. The thing is, I think it's fun, but there's no way to differentiate it from any other location made 2024 and beyond. So it's like, it gets a little samey if you're going to more than one location, but why would you go to more than one location? I'm going to put it in this is okay, this is tolerable. I had good food, I had good drinks. It gave me an excuse to play my song. Country girl, country boy, had a real story. I'll put it in front of the Poconos because as much as I grew up with the hallways, this way, as much as I grew up with the hallways, it's like, it's not themed as well. Like when you see those giant glow up trees, God, we have fun. It's fun, but it doesn't have much identity. Kind of. It's like, it definitely does have its own identity. It's just, I don't vibe with the story as much, because it isn't a choose your own adventure, which means you can't hop around, and B, when it's over, it's over. Like, there is literally no reason to play it again. Sorry, I'm just rehashing points from my main video, which you can see in the link below. We had so much fun. God, I can't believe I'm probably the only person to say I've been to every Great Wolf Lodge. I love that clip that I used of Drew Gooden that's like, oh, weird flex, but okay. Because that is that. I probably added that to my list. Madness. In every which way. Oh, I mean, that has been on the list for a while because I've had that suggested for quite some time now. Illinois is going in fucking high-key trash. Illinois, I didn't even get to mention the immediate, like, vibe. As soon as I walked through those doors, I was like, oh, no one wants to be here. No one. I've never captured so much, like, oh, we'll try to have a good time energy as much as I wait, sorry. Aw, there's a little pair laughing. Thank you, Vol. Thank you. I like that little gif. I didn't know that. Get scared girl Ted Nivison wishes he could. Okay. I every comparison just makes me like, thank you. I told Ted Nivison about this trip during 2024 VidCon, and he did not know about Great Wolf Lodge, which blew my fucking mind. Hello, Ola. said, I know Great Wolf Lodge is really expensive, so here's to you not being in debt. I might make fan art too. Where could I send it? I see fan art over on my Instagram if you tag me in it, at Athena P. Lore. I also have a fan art section of my Discord. I will be sure to look out for it. Thank you so much. Hello, Ola. I appreciate it. I love seeing. We have so many amazing artists, by the way. Also, is the rumor that from Arple, also, is the rumor true that Great Wolf Lodge Water Park is run down and not maintained well? I was told by someone that the water isn't clean. So I only went to the water park like 3 times in the entire trip. And in the older locations, I feel like there definitely could be some truth to that. I was told by somebody that allegedly the Anaheim location had roaches, but I didn't go to the water park there. And I think that is the only reason I haven't gotten extremely sick, because I didn't get sick at all. And there were so many comments being like, I got sick at the Great Wolf Lodge. I got sick at the Great Wolf Lodge. I think it's because I didn't really go to the water park. I used to be a water park fiend, but after 2020, I've just been like, is it worth it? Am I gonna have fun? Like, I went on, and when I did go to the water park, I went on one slide, and I was like, I'm good. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, warm water. Is it warm because they heat it up well, or is it warm because... And then I didn't. I I'd rather do the MagiQuest thing. Verdian the Sandwing. You're genuinely my favorite YouTuber. You're such a huge inspiration for my makeup, and I've loved your content since Werewolf Romance books. We got an OG in the chat. I like all these. Sorry. I know you see me hearting some of them. I heart all of them. But that just means so much to me. Thank you for watching for so long. And I'm so glad that my makeup is like a relatively new thing, because I've been making videos since 2019, and then I just realized how much I love it. And my makeup also just comes from a very unapologetic place. Like, if you see me do my makeup, I am finger painting on my face. It still comes from that unapologetic joy that... And there have been times where I've had to redo it. Believe it or not, the howling wolf on my face was very difficult to do. I had to print something out and cut it out and whatever. But the trial and error aspect of makeup, so much fun. We get it done. We have fun. Need an Athena P gaming stream. Yeah, I gotta play more Toontown. I got to play more Toontown. I love Toontown. I'm going to make a full video about Toontown. So I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I have a lot of wands. This is part of my collection. Some of these aren't even seen in the video. I got some of them off of eBay, so I can get some of like the older legacy ones. Bing bong, hello? So this is an older legacy one. Ooh la la. It looks like it has the Nike logo on it. Ooh la la. This is another older one. I think this is a Master Magi wand. It has like an engraving of the dragon on it. Ooh la la. Everyone say ooh la la. These ones, so this is really cool. This is an old topper. It has like gargoyles on the side and stuff. But these little hoops were to attach your gems, because they used to have like runes and like little... They used to have more like branded MagiQuest stuff, and then they just gave up on the theming, and I don't know why. So it was way more customizable. You could literally put things in the hoops. And now here's some ASMR. Ooh, and dare I say la la. Okay? I have so many more. I have to find a way to display them all. I'm going to make a second channel of me decorating. I have also... Wait one second. You see this guy? I have another dragon hanging up over there. His eyes glow. Ooh, and dare I say la la. The way you carry yourself... Oh, toe tally. Toe tally. The way you carry yourself with confidence makes me so happy, unapologetic about who you are and what you love. Stay amazing always and forever. Thank you so much, Allie. I just get so much joy out of it that I'm just like, if somebody doesn't see that or if they don't resonate with it, it's like, it's not the type of thing I'm gonna put myself down about. It's the type of thing where I'm like, oh, that's sad. You're not hype with me. I hope you find something that you're hype about. I don't know. Like, I feel like I see so many people online getting excited about certain things, and then all it takes is one person to be like, that's cringe. And then all of a sudden, they suppress this really wonderful thing about themselves. And it makes me really sad to say. So that's why I'm just going to I'm going to make my interests everyone else's problem. Oh, I meant console games. So first of all, Madness. Can I call you Madness? I really need to find a way to screen share on the stream. Like, I only just learned how to cast my own dang computer, which is all on the same place. So, perhaps, Haley Whipjack, I've heard that name, but we don't know each other. So maybe one day our paths will cross. I almost lost my voice. Illinois. Okay, sorry. Back to, where am I? It's because apparently this location, Illinois, was converted from another water park, and the locals, I don't think were happy about that. And I don't think they are even now. Even though they have a pretty interesting animatronic that low-key looks like a doll. Doesn't it? Because its mouth is always open, and you see its gaping hole in the back of its throat. Sorry. It kind of looks like a doll, if you know what I'm saying. Even with all of that camp and fun, Illinois, just that location had such bad vibes. No one wanted to be there, and it was kind of sad. Let me read up on the messages. Ooh, yes, I will definitely talk more about the Canada location. That is somewhere in the middle here. I want to go in order so that if I forget a little bit, I could just refer back to the video. More about the Canada location. I'm kind of curious what happened when they kicked you out for not actually staying at the hotel. So they didn't actually get the chance to kick me out because the security guy was like talking to the MagiQuest people, and I was afraid that the MagiQuest workers were going to get in trouble for not checking my wristband or something. But the MagiQuest workers held it down. They were like, oops, I guess she was wearing long sleeves. Do you want us to give her a refund? And he was like, no. And he was like, okay, continue your quest. And the guy, I played up the whole, like, he wasn't that mean, but he definitely was kind of like, yeah, okay, so you know why it was kind of like you know why I pulled you over, right? And I'm like, officer, no, I'm genuinely just trying to kill a damn dragon. It was so awkward. The waiter, more than anyone else, really made me feel uncomfortable. And even then, I kind of charmed my way out of it because I was like, ooh, cool tattoo. And we kind of like kikied after that, but she implied that I came off the street, and I was like, girl, what are you saying? That felt very classist to me. It's like, why would I come to the most expensive place on the fucking earth, a Great Wolf Lodge, if I didn't have a penny to my name? Hello? Worked at the Mason location for a few years, but never was at MagiQuest. But your video made me want to go back and play it. Average commenter 97. I highly recommend it. Mason. That's the better of the two Ohio locations. And I feel like that actually is a controversial opinion, but I stand by what I said. I think that is the better location. But then Sandusky had Gucci Gumi Grill with the plane. I don't know. They were both pretty fun. I personally like Mason better, and you'll see that on the tier list. They sell capture cards. Look up N Elgato. I will after the stream. Boop, 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 boop. Haley with evasive if you ever need. like her. Once Upon a Time recap. Her videos, Haley's videos have definitely, Haley Whipjack's videos have definitely popped up on my recommended before. I just don't know how to reach out to other YouTubers in all honesty. I don't. People don't really use Blue Sky as much as Twitter. Twitter used to be my place where I reached out to other creators, and now I don't have one of those because I deleted it on stream. Thank you, Chloe Finn. Thank you again, Chloe Finn. Boop boop boop. Why do I prefer Mason? So Mason, first of all, I gotta point a fan at my face because I'm sweating like the Dickens. I don't know what the Dickens means. I hope you don't hear that. I prefer the Mason location because the actual podiums where you get your mission. Do you hear the fan? I hope you don't hear the fan. I bet you do. I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, wait a second. Okay, we're done with that. The Mason location, the podiums are better. They're not just tiny, tiny guys. It feels better to get your mission from like a well-themed tree or a well-themed rock pillar. So that already was just, Sandusky was not doing it for me. And then on top of it, I feel like the props were better in Mason, if I'm not mistaken. I should continue the Care Bears lore llama llama. I absolutely should. Wisconsin. That is the one with the separate building. It is the best of all time other than the standalone. Wisconsin was great, fun, and I stand by it. Exactly what it says over there. Exactly what it says over there. It, like, when I saw that tree and just the fact that it was separate from everything else, I was like, yeah, I mean, they put their whole pussy into it. Can I say that? Can I say that they put their whole pussy into it? I'm excited that they have the silver dragon now, but it sucks that it came at the expense of the point and cast podium, which is just such an incredible piece of Creative Kingdom's history. And it feels, I can't even emphasize, even when the sensors are all fucked up, it feels so nice to cast one way, cast the other way. No tippy tap of the fingers. It's all magic, it's all wand. Nothing but net, nothing but wand. You understand? I loved Wisconsin. I loved the area around the lodge too, because I got some cheese, some dill flavored cheese, and it tasted just like my soup that is also very dill forward. It tasted so good. It was so creamy. I had cheese curds everywhere I went. It was an older location, but the food still tasted good because you could still order some damn cheese curds because they know what they are. They're fucking Wisconsin. They know why people are going to Wisconsin. Give me a break. That was one of the funnest locations. I gotta go back to Wisconsin Dell and I gotta try Wizard Quest. Because I hear Wizard Quest is also very, very good. And I appreciate the suggestion when it doesn't come at the expense of my beautiful, beautiful MagiQuest. I don't understand why you feel the need to disrespect my childhood to uplift your own. Wizard Quest and Magic Quest can coexist, okay? Don't ever again, ever. I couldn't stay to play Wizard Quest until it was open because I already had booked the Minnesota location for the next day. So I would have stayed and waited till it was open, but I was literally only there for that day. Can you elaborate on the fox guy looking like Jimmy Neutron character? LOL. Also, forgot to say I love your content. Been watching since 50k-ish. Arple, thank you. 50k-ish was around like 2022. You've been around for like 3 years. Bonkers to me, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you seeing this journey. So I think it was just the way his face moved and like Jimmy Neutron, like that 3D animation, it can look a little uncanny at times. So all of Evergreen didn't have that feel to me until he was like it can make you lose your mind. And he kind of did this little TikTok-y cosplay moment, and his mouth kind of like stretched, which some people can be into, but for me, I was like, you don't look like like a real man anymore. You look like a stretchy 3D guy. It broke me out of the immersion and made me think of Jimmy Neutron. And as much as I love the show Jimmy Neutron, it's not a turn on. Bars, if you will. I'm shocked you didn't mention the rest of the background music on Miss Spider. I swear Jeff Dana put his everything into some of those tracks. That's another show that has that classic early 2000s animation, 3D animation. I feel like you're right, and that is a detail that shouldn't have been skimmed over. At the same time, I was so distracted by everything else. This guy who used to be a cannibal, Spideris, is now the kid's quirky uncle. How can I focus on music at a time like this? I'm scared. Chloe Finn. Athena, I know you have many shows on your, I can't read, sorry. Athena, I know you have so many shows on your list for lore videos, but with the 2 T's, so you're talking about rear end butt with the jeans emoji. You should make a video on Annie droids on Amazon Prime. It has an episode with the cast of the OG Odd Squad. Ooh, interesting. Never heard of it. Is it animated? Interesting. You're all good. You see exactly what you missed over here. I saw somebody apologizing for being late, but there's no reason to apologize. These live streams live on my channel even after they go up. Oh, we were just talking about Wisconsin. What a freaking blast, dude. It was so immersive. I love that once you go up each floor, it's not themed completely differently. It's all very foresty because we're around the tree. But that top floor being the tree top with all the birds, I ate it up. Nom, 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 nom. Next up, we have Minnesota. Okay, it's not animated. Good to know. I should check it out. Minnesota did not have a dragon in the 2.0, which is always a downer. They had a lot of broken shit, but the themes were cute. I like that the fairy had a little house, but most of the props were broken. And even though they had fun props like the crowns and stuff to get back to the Goblin King, back to the princess, blah, 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 so most of it was still screens and a lot of the shit was broken. And it's low-key trash. Like, it almost tricked me into thinking it was tolerable, but it's not. And I do think that's my bias against 2.0 coming through. I did have fun at Mall of America. Oh my gosh, I posed with the Wonder Pets and the Backyardigans. We had so much fun. The Electric Company has been living on my list for a while, Cress. Absolutely. I should do a poll soon because I actually don't know what my next lore is going to be. So maybe I should throw that on there. Thank you. I'm totally getting a mannequin butt tattoo. I mean, that's happening. I just don't know when. But rest assured, the moment has not passed. We are just getting started here on Athena P. And also on Athena PP the Meme Cool, which is my second channel where I just do kind of anything. You just went to Mall of America recently. Still someone. How was it? I gotta go back. So there were little stretches for each of the locations, and this stretch was the Wisconsin, Minnesota, Chicago. Like, I loved Chicago. I went to one of the bars there. I saw the Bean, which was actually really cool, even though it was all hand printed up. But that leg was very stressful for many reasons that I cannot, I don't know why I started this sentence if I know I can't share, but that was a very stressful leg. It was early on in planning, and it was a little bit of a mess, but we still had fun. Rip MagiQuest at Mall of America. Yeah, I could not believe there was a MagiQuest in Mall of America. I wanted to elaborate on that in the video, but then I was like, I have no pictures of it. I do not know what it even looked like. but I totally wanted to talk about the mini MagiQuests that existed. I just didn't have enough like footage or enough knowledge of what was even going on. For Redemption Arc video, please do Masquerade from Bakugan. The thing is, for a lot of the Redemption arcs, I have to watch more of the series, so I'm giving myself time for that video, because I'm gonna have to, like, binge full-ass shows without even doing a lore video on it, which feels like a lot of effort for a ranking. I say as I rank all of the locations. Like, this is probably the most high-effort ranking, and I'm doing it on a dang live stream, where I'm like, hello chat, hello this, hello that. The next leg of the race was Texas, Colorado. Houston. Okay. Wait. No, it wasn't. It was Texas, Georgia. Colorado wasn't part of that one. Houston, then Dallas, then Georgia. Yes. So, Dallas was one of those ones where I didn't actually stay at the Great Wolf Lodge. I stayed at Gaylord, which was fucking stupid, because usually when you stay at another hotel, it shouldn't be just as fucking expensive as the one you're trying to avoid. So past Athena, was living in a fucking fantasy world, like literally living La Vida Loca. But she had fun! And now I'm paying for it. Houston, Texas was fun. It was another breaking evergreen where it was all on the same floor. I'm not going to say it's trash, because it's not. I'm going to say it's okay, it's tolerable. But, when does it get not? When does it get not? Because we've been here before. I felt like I was living in Groundhog's Day, which is more similar to the Rainforest Cafe Margaritaville videos, because those have less variety. I thought I was going to be going into the same Great Wolf Lodge, and then I just learned. And obviously I info dumped, and obviously I really broke it down. But I would be cool to cover Total Drama. Hello, Ola. Completely agree. I just don't know what I'd say that hasn't already been said, because have you ever watched BH Ultra? He eats that content up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, absolutely devours. I don't think I can do it better than BH Ultra, truthfully. Harry from Resident Alien, also. Oh, Zuko's gotta be on. That's a given. I mean, yeah. I mean, I would have an angry mob if Zuko wasn't on. He is the blueprint for a redemption arc. I want to read all the donations, but I also gotta keep ranking. So if I miss something, I will get to it, but I gotta stay on my train of thought, because I can derail so quickly. Boo, boo, boo. We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Also, Dallas, Texas, I did a bit of a... Guys, can I tell you a secret? Can I tell you a secret and you promise not to tell anyone? I didn't pay for Evergreen at Dallas, Texas, because I was literally just in fucking Houston. So if you go back to the section where I'm in Dallas, Texas, wearing this exact getup, hello, hi, you see me waving my wand, and you see that the props didn't go off. And it's because my wand didn't have any damn power. So you see me pretending like I went all the way to that Great Wolf Lodge to be like, I just did an Evergreen. Okay, Ben, let's leave. Like, that was all I did. And I cheated. But I didn't actually, because I said I've been to every Great Wolf Lodge, which is true. I did go into that one. I just didn't do anything. That is the only Great Wolf Lodge that I did not do anything in. Yeah. So for that reason, trash. But not for anything that they did. I mean, yeah, they're shoving Evergreen in hallways, which is always discouraging to see. But they themed it arguably better than the Poconos did. Like, I would have had a better time at that one if I actually spent more than 2 seconds there. But I stayed there long enough to A, grab the footage, and B, I was walking around as Bucky, not inconspicuous or undetectable at all. This one kid was like, "It's Bucky!" He like pointed at me. He's like, "That's Bucky!" And his parents were like, "Yeah, it sure is. What? Why are you dressed as Bucky?" I'm like, "I'm from New York. I don't have Bucky over there." And I loved it. As you can see, I had just a grand old time. And then the kid was like, "Bucky's my favorite." I'm like, "Same, me too." Okay, bye. And then I left because I was there for 5 seconds. But it still counts because I did go to it. I went to it. I got y'all on a technicality. And don't tell anyone. Or else. Don't make me. You promise to keep this a secret between us friends? That I didn't actually play the dang game? Thank you, everyone. I feel assured and also safe. Ellers Bane, thank you so much for $10. Wizard Quest in Wisconsin Dells has beautiful scenery. It's arguably better than MagiQuest. Pushing up my glasses. The only downside is having to interact with a tablet. That's a screen! And I was saying screens are bad! You're watching me through a screen! We're all contributing to the problem. Very magical, though. I've heard great things about Wizard Quest. Very seriously, I am heading back there. I am doing Wizard Quest. It will be a second channel video, Athena PP the Meme Quill. I don't think anything will beat the physical feeling of holding a wand in my little fingers and feeling like I got the magic in me. When I hit the floor, the girls clapping at me. What the fuck are the lyrics? Sorry, that was not it. But I think I'm gonna eat it up, but I don't think it's gonna make my appreciation of MagiQuest go down because that could never happen. It's part of me forever. I got the magic. Magic, magic. Everyone sing along. Magic, 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 magic. Oh, I got the magic in me. My voice is a little gone right now, but thank you. Anyway. Georgia. I was there for a hot second, but I did more than I did at... What did I just say? Dallas. I did way more than I did at Dallas. I appreciated that giant beast of a dragon. The Evergreen is not it. I mean, not the Evergreen, sorry. 2.0 is not it. 2.0 is my least favorite of the main 3 games. But a dragon can do a lot of heavy lifting. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. I'm putting this... Is it going in okay, or is it going in great fun? I stand by it. The way it's themed, too, because they got all the trees there, and they have, like, this one restaurant that looks like a food truck. Ooh, it's not even the best 2.0, though. Can a 2.0 even get in great fun? I stand by it. I don't think so. This is okay. This is tolerable. The only 2.0 that's going higher than this tier is Colorado. Everyone say Colorado. I love vines. Oh my god, I was sprinkling vines throughout. I was really showing my age. Colorado is the only 2.0 that is going in great fun. I stand by it because they also had the Forest Friend show the first time I saw it, which I was absolutely losing my marbles about. It had the most beautiful view. Do you remember seeing those mountains through the window? I was losing it also, as well as my marbles. Also it. And then that animatronic dragon is one of my favorites because it actually interacted with the game. And I acted as a little mentor for a little Magi, which was so cute. And her mom was so cute, being like, thank you, because she did not know how to defeat the dragon. And that's fair, because it is surprisingly intricate in both 2.0 and Legacy. I mean, in Evergreen, anybody can do Evergreen. Sorry to all the kids out there playing Evergreen, but you're playing life on easy mode and you're getting handed out participation trophies. So that is the only 2.0 probably that's going in great fun. I stand by it. Leonardo lore. It's based on young... I thought that said Leonardo DiCaprio. I am so silly. played by a younger Jonathan Bailey. Interesting. Very. Is it like actually historical, or are they like? Is it like Hamilton, which is a little bit fictionalized? Fascinating. Never ever ever heard of it, but now it's in my brain because you suggested it via a super chat, a chat that is super. Thank you so much. Super. I hardly know her. Chloe Finn, thank you for reading my comment. Thank you for sending your comment. Appreciate. Yeah, my shit. My S-H-I-T. My S-H-I-T word. Next is Kansas City, which is a legacy location, and it's where I defeated the Silver Dragon for the first time. So you know that's going right under Wisconsin. Kansas City was an absolute delight. The only reason why other legacies in the future, Canada, is going higher than Kansas City is because... Actually, fuck no. Sorry. I was going to say, Kansas City, the food was so bad, we had to skedaddle and like go to another place to get food. So bad, and also their hours were whack. Like, every time I got hungry, they were like, oh, the food will be open in like 3 hours. And I'm from New York, the place that never frickin' sleeps, and neither do I. And when I want food, I go get food. So we went to a local place that was really good, and we went to Dutch Bros. Please tell me Dutch Bros isn't problematic, because I love them so much and I want them in New York. I want to buy a location in the New York. I love Dutch Bros. We're going to see if that ages badly. I gotta Google, like, every place I go to now. I got the magic in me. Kansas City was a fucking delight, other than the food situation. Okay, they took creative liberties in the Leonardo da Vinci show. I bet. He invented the bicycle, which I don't think is accurate. I would not be able to tell you. I don't know anything about that guy. I thought you were talking about Leonardo DiCaprio for half a second. Dutch. Yeah. It is a... well, it was in Kansas... Unless I'm mixing up. No, I totally got it in Kansas City, I think. Did I? They have them here in Colorado. I got them from everywhere that had them. I'm like, Ben, look up Dutch Bros. And if they had them, we went. Because I was taking advantage of this. Of all the places I've never seen before. New York has almost everything, but we do not have Dutch Bros, which I'm very fucking mad about. Because I got energy drinks with little popping boba. So good. So delicious. Oh my god. I'm craving one now at 9:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would absolutely smash the Silver Dragon. Thank you so much for asking that, by the way. I would absolutely smash the Silver Dragon because there's one piece of footage I didn't put in at one of the locations where there was nobody around, so I was able to whisper this to Ben without like looking over my shoulder every 5 seconds. Make sure everything was PG. But the Silver Dragon has insane definition. How do I... It's... Silver Dragon I would smash. I don't think there's a dragon I wouldn't smash, actually. But Silver Dragon came into my head first because the voice is insane. Foolish magi. They only enrage me more. Prepare to be exposed for the amateur you are. He's built, and also they like defined his crotchal region. And I know you're gonna say I'm crazy, but they did. It's not in my head. It's not me. They did. They made they made it chrome. Man, what do you want me to say? I'm being set up. I'm hitting chat with my hat. Chat hat. Speaking of Washington, will we get extra points for having Dutch Bros? Yeah, because I think I went there twice. So you will get extra points. You'll probably still be middle of the road. We'll see. I gotta think about it. This last one I'm doing because of funds. Makes sense. Arple. Have you heard of the cartoon Time Warp Trio? The name is not ringing any bells, but like, if I looked it up, maybe. I'll get back to you on that one. I got the magic. What's the other one? Oh, do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? The music is free and I started magic. Okay, we up to Arizona. This one has the giant dragon that cracks its neck and has 1,000 different sayings. And it was cool as fuck, actually. It's going behind Colorado, but they don't have animatronics. But they did give me free shit, and I needed that free shit at that point. Yeah. Canada was one of the best locations ever, but they also insulted me and made me feel a sense of, like, I don't belong. And yeah, you know what? Having preconceived notions about Americans in this time, I guess it makes sense, but I'm just here waving my wand like I come in peace. I come in peace, eh? Eh? Am I hitting that like a true Canadian? Eh? Free shit outweighing 2.0. You get me, bulldozer. You get me. Canada. Because Canada. Wait 1 second. Do I have my Canadian Book of Wisdom here? I have North Carolina. I have Wisconsin Dells. This is Pigeon Forge. I got Kansas City. Kansas City did not have Ursa Major. But I'm not sure if Canada had Silver Dragon. Or the Goblin, the more I think about it. I think my Canadian Book of Wisdom is upstairs. Let me flex on you real quick. Let me flex on you real quick. Wolfblood would make a perfect Halloween episode. Also, I suggested Time Warp Trio on the Evasive live stream. Like I said, this is why I have my lists. If you think I got it all up here, first of all, I mean, I feel like my videos show that I don't. But I do, like I said, I appreciate all the suggestions, but I cannot guarantee anything when, because I feel like I promised somebody Danny Phantom for Halloween, and I don't know how many Halloween videos I'm doing this year, because in the fall, my views fall off, man. Fall is rough for me. I think it's because, I don't know, things are picking back up. It's no longer summertime. They don't say A. The Forest Friends show there, which was very different and looked more like taxidermy, they said A every 2 seconds. They were leaning into the Canada theme of Canada. A? A, 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 A. I guess it depends on the region you're in. So maybe there are parts of Canada where they don't do it that much. Maybe like the Frencher regions. I don't know. I went to Canada for the Wild Kratts live show, and I realized I didn't do enough research. So in the Uber, I turned to my sister. I'm like, is this the area where they only speak French? And the Uber driver was like, no. That was so embarrassing. Okay, Canada is going... I want to put it ahead of Kansas City, but I defeated the damn Silver Dragon in Kansas City. But Kansas City didn't have animatronics. And Canada's food was good. I'm putting Canada in front of Kansas City, even with all the insulting I had to deal with, which is wild. It's close, though. Honestly, those two are tied. Those two are tied because, like, I have the memory of defeating Silver Dragon, which... life-changing. You saw me. You all saw me, right? You saw the video, right? If you didn't, it's linked below. It's kind of a big deal, and it's kind of something I'm really proud of. But I look kind of sinister like that because I was blocking the light from my eyes, so I kind of look like a little villain. I look a little villainous with nefarious intentions. But Niagara Falls had the trash can, if you don't know what I'm talking about. And it had the animatronics, which I am a sucker for animatronics. I've never seen Doctor Who. I've seen episodes here and there. Just to try and be part of like the cultural moment. Like Jinx Monsoon played a musical villain and she ate that up. What was her villain's name? The Miser something. Oh my god, she did so good. It was so cool. Bleep up. So Canada's gotta go in front of Kansas City, but it was a close race. I guess Maryland's next? No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Maryland's next. I met Violet, which led to the iconic picture of me posing with the mascot. We watched Legend of Luna for the first time, which was fun. And in Maryland, we went on the water slides, which I chose Maryland to be one of the only places where I went on the water slides because I don't know if this is true. It says that that location has the biggest water park. I don't know if that's true. But it was fun. I feel like I'm looking at the places in great fun. I stand by it. And I definitely had, like, I had as much fun as I did in Arizona. Possibly more so. Yeah, I gotta put Maryland. This was an evergreen location. And just know I am grading on a curve all of the legacy in that tier, in this one, this tier, are way higher than the 2.0s and evergreens in that tier. You said you thought they called. Yes, Athena is also, so the voice actor for Aviva, I believe, is also in Manifest, which I was an extra on back in the day. So me and Athena, our paths, like me and Aviva's voice actor, Wildcrat's Aviva's voice actor, our paths briefly crossed. And by briefly crossed, I mean we did not talk to each other. She was doing her lines up there, and I was pretending to be on the bleachers of like a high school football game. I remember when I was trying to audition for things. Man, I love not auditioning for shit anymore. I was like, wait, I can be an entertainer but still be my silly little self and not have to worry about, like, directors and scripts and blah, blah, blah and blee, blee, blee. I don't know. Blah. I love being a YouTuber. Have I mentioned that? So Tim Hortons, I've only ever had the ones that are in New York, and they're not good. I need to try the ones where they're from. And Poutine in Canada. I grab that every time. I'm a little busy. I got my priorities. And oh my god, the food I had by Niagara Falls, delicious. Delicious. I have a deleted scene from this video where I am in front of Niagara Falls and I'm like, wow, the Grand Canyon. But I would only keep that in if I was in front of the Grand Canyon saying, wow, the falls. And I didn't. And it wasn't a full circle moment. It was too loud. And the video was long enough already. Michigan, you know what? Let's not dilly-dally at this point in our lives. Michigan was in front of Kansas City, but below Canada because they don't have animatronics, but they do have better food, and their restaurant is themed. I should make a Camper Cringe on that. That is a great idea. Boop bop, beep. Michigan, right here. So they would actually be in front of Canada if they did have their animatronics still, but they don't. I just loved Traverse City. Traverse City, I have enough footage to make like a little vlog because I was going to food trucks there. I was trying like cherry drinks. I went to this arcade bar. I stayed in this lovely cottage that was like across from Lake Michigan where I saw listen to this. I saw a seagull eat an eel. A seagull flying. I thought it had seaweed in its mouth. And it was throwing this giant, like, sea snake down its gullet. I didn't know that seagulls were built like that. That was like Real Life Animal Planet. I have footage of that. And I want to put it in a second channel vlog. Traverse City was gorgeous. I was not expecting to have as much fun as I had there. It was like top 5 locations. And as you can see, it is. Not just for Great Wolf Lodge, but also just for the things around. Mason, Ohio. We had the whirlpool room with that disgusting hot tub. They did not clean it out at all. And the water felt thick. It felt a little viscous. I was like trying to make the best of it, and I called my mom on FaceTime. She's like, that's gnarly. And it just took her saying that for me to snap out of my delusion. I was like, right? She's like, so you're getting in that for the video? I'm like, yeah, I kind of have to. I have to commit. Everything I do is about going full throttle, balls to the wall. Mason, Ohio was a good location. It's going in behind Kansas City. Anything Legacy is going in great fun. I stand by it. And above. There is no Legacy I'm putting lower than that. Because I just adore that damn game. I adore it. That being said, Sandusky, the setup was so congested. It was so... like, I liked the Forbidden Hallway better than anything else because it was, like, spread out. It was lovely. It had, like, these fairy lights. The food was very good. It's gotta go above Maryland, underneath Colorado. And that is actually, like, it doesn't sit right in my soul and my heart that I'm ranking. Do you see what I just did? I ranked a Legacy underneath a 2.0. And that doesn't feel right, and I don't like that I did that, but let me explain. Let me give it my all real quick. Colorado had the animatronic dragon and the animatronic show. That boosts it up. That boosts it up. I was high there, which was really fun. Oh, bye, Apollo. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Oh my god, goated and fire. I'm a goat on fire. Thank you, Apollo. Sounds like Greek Easter to me. You get it? You get it, guys? That's a Greek reference. So it's going below Colorado just because... But then they had the plane and the restaurant. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Yeah, I gotta put it underneath because they brought it with the animatronics Colorado. Are the lodges made by wolves or made out of wolves? Robert, great question. It's made, like, by wolves. It's made, yeah, I think it's made by wolves, and I think that it's, like, the initial story behind Great Wolf Lodge. It was supposed to be, like, the spirit of the wood, so it was, like, the wolves are, like, protectors? Like, they're pack animals, so, like, if you go, it's, like, bring your pack and have a howling good time. Oh, here's another story. Oh my gosh, I have another story for you guys. So, they had a connection to the front desk, a texting line called Willow. They called themselves Willow. They were like, if you need any help, text Willow. And for a second, I thought Willow was a robot, like these automatic, machine-y, like AI answers. And I was like, let me fuck with Willow. Because they were like, hope you have a howling good time. I'm like, I am Willow. I am having a howling good time. I'm howling it up. I'm being so loud and howling. Ooh, love you, Willow. Bye. And that was a real person that I sent that to. And I literally was like, I'm so sorry. I thought this was like a robot. And she was like, all good. I literally apologized. I went back to it and I'm like, Willow, I appreciate you and the work you do. And I'm sorry if I seemed like I was fucking with you. I thought I was only fucking with you because I thought you were a robot. I just, like, put myself in these positions. You know what I mean? Like, you'd be like, ooh, that's so awkward. Wow. Ouch. Yeesh. Zoinks. But I fucking do it to myself, so there's not, like, whatever. And now we're up to Washington. When I was editing, and I put, goodbye, Washington, I cried. I was like, any excuse to make a Hamilton reference. And I'm bringing back Feralton. I swear to God, I'm gonna do it. I keep Feralton threatens to release new music. Washington is going in. Okay, this is tolerable. Below Georgia, because they don't have an animatronic dragon. Honestly, I'm moving up Georgia to fun. I stand by it. Because anything with the animatronic dragon, I can't knock. Except for fucking Anaheim, California. That shit was butt cheeks. They had broken shit. And I felt a little... Oh, no. They had forest friends, though. Even though the pneumatic, what is it? Pneumonia. The animatronics were making hissing noises, so it was kind of annoying. And then also the rabbit that's in the screen in the back of the Forest Friend show, her mouth was moving, but the words were off. So, Anaheim, California is going above Georgia, which doesn't seem right until you remember that they have Forest Friend show, so they have the upper hand, even though the Georgia Dragon would demolish and eat and scorch the Anaheim Dragon that was just sleeping. Like, I think that's one of those dragons that's going to be taken out soon, which does upset me because it was cute. Bro is not Disneyland? Yes. I was like, why did you say that? I was like, oh yeah, because they were trying to compete with Disneyland, and it's just, pneumatic. Yes. Because I thought it was hydraulic, but the hissing sounds only come from, like, the pressurized thing, I think. I need to do more research on animatronics, truthfully. Dino Quest is gone. Yep. Hey, Sin! How you doing? Sin has a lot of really good videos up on... It is a new attraction with the same name, no connection to MQ. Yes. That's why I was really, really... Like, I was relieved. Not that I wouldn't want Dino Quest to still exist, but just because I missed the fucking Discovery Cube. And I was like, damn, like, if I missed Dino Quest and it was made by the original Creative Kingdoms team, I'm going to be, like, kicking myself in the ass forever. But it's not even still there. Even though it should be, I'm glad I didn't miss it. I did miss it, but I didn't miss it when I was there and working on this project. You know what I mean. We've talked about this before. Every Chuck E. Cheese location next, that'd be wild. Especially because now, like, most of them don't have the animatronics. At least with Great Wolf Lodge, it was a handful. Chuck E. Cheese has less animatronics than that. Speaking of animatronics, we have San Fran that had the same animatronic as Arizona, but with an absolutely broken jaw. This one, even though it was a really good location, and it had the corpse of the Northwoods Friend show, which is that picture frame, I have to put it in This Is Okay, This Is Tolerable, because I did get so drunk I threw up, and that's on me. And that is on me, and I do apologize. I felt so bad. I felt terrible. I, like, thought I could just push it down. I was sleeping, and then I was like, bad. He's like, what? I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Ew. And I have, what the fuck is it called? Amatophobia. Not that anybody likes throwing up, but I really don't like it. So that just knocked the whole experience down for me. It would be in great fun, stand by it, but it was just fucking weird. I was drunk. It was like an Evergreen, but it looked like a 2.0, and it still had the dragon of a 2.0. Why is Evergreen stealing 2.0 shit? That shouldn't be allowed, but I'm glad it is, because more animatronics, please and thank you. It is going between Washington and Naples, Florida. Because we got a mem. We definitely got a mem out of it. Emetophobia, that is it. I knew that. I don't know how that slipped my mind. Yep. Thank you, chat. Excuse me, sorry. Next location is Connecticut. which was good. I'm glad I got to see the chaos, even though it wasn't the real chaos, because it isn't from Legacy, but I saw all the effects go off. I should really put it in, if I'm going based on my own experience, I would put it in this is okay, this is tolerable, but it isn't any fucking different than Maryland. I was just kind of over the evergreen locations at that point, because they were all the same, and I've been to them. I'm like, I was a little over it. And I didn't go on the water slide like I did with Maryland, so it's gotta be under that. It has to be. Right? Ooh! Sin, I didn't know that! I know you have the official Evergreen concept art with an official Barax's soy jack. Yeah, I need that. Not to sound a little needy, but gimme, 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 gimme. That got me so hyped. Like, you see how, like, I've been to all of these places, and I'm still excited to learn more. I love MagiQuest. I am a lot of bit obsessed. One person asked about Tim Hortons in Canada, and another asked, how does the wand save your progress? So, every location, the wand saving progress seems a little different, because if you go to one location with the same wand and it's like a different game, just to address the Tim Hortons thing really quickly, I didn't go. I was busy chowing down on some poutine, baby. The wand progress, it saves different in every location. The one that has the best way of saving the wand progress is the standalone, because they looked up my name and my wizard name. So every time I go there, no matter what wand I bring, because I thought all the progress was just saved on one wand. No, they have it saved into their computer, and they can put your information on any wand. No other location did that for me. I don't know if they have that and they just didn't feel like it, but no other location did that for me except for Pigeon Forge right here. So their system is up to date the most, and especially because they still have a leaderboard where it's like most coins collected in a day, most runes collected in a day. So they take that very seriously over there. So that's how they keep track of it. Other places it's like, oh, do you want to save your progress from the last game? Oh, your last game was Evergreen. Oh, your last game was Legacy. Well, you're at a 2.0 now, so we're overwriting it. And that shit was really freaking annoying, because it started me from the start, and that was but in a bad way. Pigeon Forge is by far the best out of all of them. That's why, like, before it even started, the tier list is called Every Great Wolf Lodge, and the best one is one that isn't even a Great Wolf Lodge. And whose fault is that? Yes, Wand isn't capable of saving any data. It's just a static ID number. The game uses that ID to find your account on the server. Interesting, because I feel like either the 2.0s or the Evergreens, they just, like, saw my information off of the wand that maybe I was using under the account. But, I mean, Pigeon Forge definitely put the most effort into it. Oh yeah, okay, so you've been to this location before. And I said, yes, Pigeon Forge, I have. And they asked me my wizard name, which was Fantasia, which is weird. I know, like, I think I saw this hat, and, like, the memories of Mickey bringing the mop to life popped in my head. They put me on the spot. I didn't remember being asked for a wizard name, and that's the one I stuck with. I could have come up with something better. What? Audience, much lovers, what do you guys think my wizard name should have been? Because I feel like that was not it. Connecticut is going in the bottom of great fun. I stand by it because I'm really trying not to be biased. It was the same shit. So if I put frickin' Maryland in here, I should really put that one in here. Even though if I'm going based on how I felt at the time, it would have been going in this is okay, this is tolerable. Because I was itching, I was antsy to get back to my homeland, Pigeon Forge. I'm surprised Pigeon Forge was able to look you up. Great Wolf Lodge has been breaking the global save system for years. So I don't know if that employee has just been there the longest, or like had just like know-how that maybe the other employees don't have, or maybe Pigeon Forge has just been fighting for this. I don't know. I want to ask the people that work there more questions, but I try my hardest not to be annoying. And since that guy absolutely hooked me up, I didn't want to bite the hand that feeds me. But I'm sure he would have answered if I asked. All the Pigeon Forge employees are lovely. Absolutely lovely. Ooh, we got 2 more locations left. And then I can drink water. I haven't done that in a while. Petunia bum feather. What does that remind me of? Oh, I think that actually has bad. I was gonna say it reminds me of the Yankee Doodle, because didn't he stick his thumb in his bum and pulled out a plum and called it macaroni or some shit? And it's a bop of a song, but I think it doesn't have good origins. Which does fit the Great Wolf Lodge thing. I don't know why it reminded me of Yankee Doodle. Oh, okay, interesting. Sin, good to know. I have enough information to make a second video. That was a... Yep, you got it. Sitlolly. You got the Amazing Digital Circus reference. I love Kane. Every Kane line is hamster wheeling in my brain at all times. Massachusetts did not have a dragon. It had really good ambiance, and I read from one of the comments under the video that's linked below that the Massachusetts decorations that I was appreciating so much, like the way the lights were, was actually like employees taking the initiative upon themselves, like running it by their manager and making MagiQuest look as good as it can. That being said, it is going in, this is okay, this is tolerable, but because you don't have a dragon animatronic, but you do have forest friends. I lied. Fuck that. It's going above Anaheim. My caliber for how good it is do you have a forest friends? And then if you do, it doesn't matter if you're a 2.0, it doesn't matter if you don't have a dragon, you gotta go in great fun. I stand by it, because I want that Grandpa Bear animatronic in my garage. And I can't believe I didn't get that to happen. Frick. And I'm sorry for cursing, but frick. Need worst witch? What's that? Throwing a lot at me. Next video idea, I went on every Carnival cruise. Also, Xena Hercules. Well, Hercules, doesn't Hercules have like an animated series? Because I know Hercules does, I know Aladdin does. And I want to get into those weird Disney spin-off TV shows. Yes. We have one last location, and it's Virginia. And I did not like Virginia. I didn't like it one bit. Here's why. Because we already know Massachusetts didn't have a animatronic dinosaur. We already know that... What's the other one? Minnesota didn't have an animatronic dinosaur. Where the hell is Minnesota? Yeah, because I put that in low-key trash. But it's low-key trash because they decorated it up. Virginia had, like, really weird hallways. They didn't have the animatronic dinosaur. At the end, dinosaur? Dinosaur? Girl, what in the shit are you talking about? It's a dinosaur with wings, aka a dragon. That was weird. Oh, sorry, Skeletal. And thank you, Skeletal, for all of the Totem Masters footage. We stan you, but we do not stan the Virginia location. Especially because their dragon used to be so cool. Virginia is only good because you can see the poor old mistreated Myrtle effects that were randomly shoved in there. Do tell. Please elaborate, because I did not hear about this until now. Dang it, I'm still learning and I'm still intrigued. And I'm going back to every location. My next video idea, I'm going back to every location. I meant the 90s live action. Okay, so news to me, I did not know there was a 90s live action Hercules. That's actually blowing my mind. Might just shove it in the same video as the cartoon spin-off like I did with Trolls and Trolls with the Z. Because I just like mishmashing sometimes. Thank you so much, Gecko. Appreciate it. Your video actually makes me really want to play MagiQuest. Arple, thank you so much. I love how many people I have shared this very specific hyperfixation with, because I keep warning you, the MQ rabbit hole is endless. I was up front with you. You very much were, Sin. You very much were. And I'm glad I put in as much as I could with the footage that I have from the traveling. But my God, there is just so much more. And I fear that I have to put the rest on the second channel just because, well, I do have the Re-Explore series here. Isn't this cool? I didn't even get this from like a MagiQuest or a Great Wolf Lodge. I got this from Foxwoods of all places. Hello? They have like a very much like Dungeons and Dragons themed store. And I got this from there. And I got, let me show you guys something. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oh, the nail fell. Don't look at my feet. Oh, wait. Oh, it's green screen. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me try something, because it isn't white. It's green. Oh, look. You can see the tier list through. Ooh. Does my hand do it? No. It's because this is green. Wait a minute. Wait. Bop-a-da-bop. Filters. Let me delete the chroma key for a second. Remove. Yes. Okay, so this is the other one that I got from that store. Isn't it cool? It like changes eye color. The red looks the best because they painted the outside of it, so you can't really see when it changes color. But I'm trying to have like a whole like MagiQuest themed corner. I don't know where to put it. Like I might scooch the cork board over and then have like another shelf like this, but like larger on the inside. I don't know. I have a lot of things to put there. Wands, Ancient Book of Wisdoms, plushes, this, that, the other. All of these things. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Not sure if you heard that. Okay. How do I show both? Which one do you like better, the green or the skeleton? I had to wait to reveal the skeleton at the end because it legitimately looks exactly like Winterra. Guys, this was so much fun. Oh, I love talking about this with you. Can I tell you my dream? Other than freaking Myrtle Beach being back, which I know isn't happening, but I wish so hard in my heart. My dream is for that video to get to 1 million, because I feel like it deserves it. Because I worked so hard and I'm disappearing in the corner, and now I'm back. I just want you to see the final look at the tier list. I had somebody watching the video, literally the video came out, it was like out for 1 second, and this one person was like, I skipped to my childhood location and you ranked it low. You're ruining the journey. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey! What are you doing? You spoiled the whole thing for yourself! Why? Everything stays right where you left it. Everything stays, but it's still changing. There's something wrong with me. Okay, this is so much fun. I have so much other travel footage. I have so much. Just, oh God. The second channel is going to go crazy stupid. Bye. I think I'm leaving. I gotta go drink water. I appreciate you all so much. If you haven't watched the Great Wolf Lodge MagiQuest video, it's literally down there. It's literally down there, and if you have watched it, send it to friends and family. and loved ones. Arple again, thank you. Telltale doesn't give me the ick, only his 3D model. Honestly, he doesn't. Okay, Telltale only gave me the ick once. The ick doesn't mean I'm done with him forever. It just means that one moment I was like, but I can move past that. I give myself the ick all the time. And that isn't a bad thing. We all see like that. Like, what the fuck is she doing? Hey, is she okay? You already know, no. Bye. Bye. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. I think you are neat. Yay.